Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to tackle a common issue that many Flutter developers face when running their app on iOS devices in debug mode. Have you ever experienced double console output when testing your Flutter app on an iPhone or iPad? If so, you're not alone. This can be frustrating and make it harder to debug your application. In this video, we'll explore the reasons behind this issue and provide a clear explanation of what's happening under the hood. By the end of this video, you'll understand why double console output occurs and how to handle it effectively. Let's dive in. When you run a Flutter app on an iOS device in debug mode, you might notice that every print statement or log message is duplicated in the console output. This can make it challenging to read and analyze the logs, especially when dealing with complex issues. So why does this happen? The reason lies in how Flutter handles logging on iOS devices. When you run a Flutter app on an iPhone or iPad, there are actually two separate processes involved: the Dart VM process and the native iOS process. The Dart VM process is responsible for executing your Dart code, including any print statements or log messages. However, when these logs are printed to the console, they're not directly written to the Xcode console or the Flutter debugger console. Instead, they're sent to a separate logging system, which is part of the native iOS process. This native logging system then forwards these log messages to both the Xcode console and the Flutter debugger console. As a result, you see each log message duplicated in the console output. To make matters more confusing, this double logging behavior only occurs when running on an iOS device in debug mode. When you run your app on an Android device or in release mode on iOS, the logging behavior is different, and you won't see duplicate logs. Here are the essential points to remember. Double console output on iOS devices in debug mode is caused by the dual process nature of Flutter app. The .vm process sends log messages to a separate native logging system, which forwards them to both the Xcode console and the Flutter debugger console. This behavior only occurs when running on an iOS device in debug mode. That's it for today's video. I hope this explanation helped you understand why double console output happens when running your Flutter app on an iOS device in debug mode. If you have any questions or need further clarification, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content on mobile development in Flutter. As a next step, try to observe the logging behavior of your own Flutter app on different platforms and modes. Experiment with different logging mechanisms and see how they interact with the native logging system on iOS devices. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.